So, bro, I was watching this Luis Figo documentary on Netflix, bro, and it's actually crazy, like, what happened with that transfer. So basically, the current Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez, he was running for president of Real Madrid at the time, for the first time. And he promised them that if they make him president, he'll sign Figo. And obviously Figo is at Barca. So now it's the thing of people are actually gonna like listen to this guy because like, yo dog, like what do you mean sign Figo, who is the best player for fucking Barca, dog? One of the best Portuguese players. One of the best players on the planet, bro. You understand? That you're not supposed to be able to get. Just like, for example, getting Gerrard from Liverpool if you're Manchester United. That should never happen, bro. But you're saying, I'm going to get Gerrard. Basically, Figo is like the Gerrard of Spain at the time.
Yes.
I'm going to get Gerrard from Liverpool if you make me the fucking CEO of Manchester United. Imagine someone saying that, dog. At that time, when Gerrard was at his peak.
Dude, what did you think would be the equivalent right now? So, for example, if... I guess like most of the London clubs, they change players like between them often.
Yeah.
But like,
especially Arsenal and Chelsea.
Like, I think Liverpool United, I guess City United, players going between those clubs, it's like...
But don't you think that the North is way more conservative than the South?
No.
That's why like a player can play for Chelsea for a long time and still go to Arsenal because why? They'd rather actually not leave London.
Yeah, I think with the culture, I think maybe football culture is different, but the North is like way more liberal than down South, bro.
Word.
Yeah, I mean that's London. You know, London is like Parliament. It's like old school sort of London vibes.
I can agree to a
Like
certain
Manchester,
extent. I can agree to a certain
very
extent.
liberal, dude.
Like I'm not saying liberal in terms of just general behavior and societal standard. I just mean they're more conservative in terms of their values and their principles when it comes to certain things, including football.
Yeah.
So if they love football, then their values and their principles are just hard work, dedication, and loyalty, right? So that's naturally what their players will possess, depending obviously on the manager and the people who understand the history. But if the club is well run, bro, that will be the identity. You look at Liverpool, it's not a team full of superstars. I don't think if Klopp was there, those guys would have been in the spotlight the way that they are. But they represent the club, right? All of them as a collective.
Yes.
Loyal, hardworking, honest guys, low maintenance, you know what I mean? And just ready to listen to instruction and go. You understand? Whereas London, bro, it's like, it's Lani, it's I'm a Aubameyang, I was captain of Arsenal, I've got a fucking Arsenal tat on my body, bro, on my arm.
Has it really?
But I'm still gonna go to Chelsea. Do you understand? It's not
Yeah.
that vibe, dog.
I mean,
I don't know
actually
if that
call
makes sense.
Arsenal to Chelsea.
So, but bro, like, clubs often, or fans actually often worry when a player agitates to go to a rival team or something like that. They get like nervous, but like, do you think football should be more liberal as well as a brand?
No,
just
dude.
in terms of like players moving from team to team, should it really matter that much?
Well,
I think it matters, but-
It's a multifaceted question, bro. Because there's certain players that are like homegrown, bro. That you want to see stay at your club, grow up in your club. Like look at Foden, for example, at City.
Yeah.
Look at like maybe Rashford at United. Right? And we've nurtured these players. They've come up through the ranks. We've basically seen them since they're children. Grow up in football, so that's something cool. It's always cool to have like that homegrown player in your team. United always does, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think
for
we've,
sure.
like,
I think
started
we have
a
the
game last
record. I
10
think
years or
United has the
something.
record even
Yeah.
for the most like players from the academy to start for the club.
Yeah, because even in the darkest of times, bro, there was always someone, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a Lingard or a
Or a Januzaj.
Darren Gibson, bro.
Yeah.
There's always someone.
Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. So, obviously, bro, we know, like I just mentioned, Gerrard to United, Figo to Madrid. That was a mad story. If you haven't seen it on Netflix, you need to check it out.
Yeah,
Crazy story.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, nah, you need to check that out, bro. It's lit.
Yeah.
And then like, so like we know the obvious ones, right? That I just mentioned. Plus, let's say gigs to Liverpool or that type of shit. We know what would have happened back then based on how society was, but I still feel like because football is so tribal, I feel like there's a lot of players today even that could still make certain moves and it would cause chaos, bro.
Yeah.
It will cause chaos. So, which players do you think from this generation? Because we saw, I don't know if you saw, just before Pogba left, he got offered to Man City.
Yes.
And there's always been links between him and Man City, but I think he also understood that I'm not gonna have a good time. Bro.
Yeah.
So
Still
rather
gonna be
just
in
start afresh.
Manchester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
So
like hated.
yeah. So what transfers do you think in this current generation would cause us to?
So I think you have to start probably with like the actual teams.
Yeah.
So like Barca, Real Madrid, taboo, bro.
Oof. Yeah.
Dude, even like Real Madrid, Atletico right now, because I think those teams have to be good as well. You know, like no one really cares if, you know, Spurs takes like an Arsenal player.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you saw
shit.
even now recently when Ronaldo, there were rumors of Ronaldo going to Atletico because he wanted Champions League football, right? And the fans were like, nah, dog, like we're not on it, which is crazy because like they're the inferior team, but the fact that they can be like, CR7 is great, he's killed us, but fuck this guy, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's commendable for me. That's why I was like, this is some real shit, deep rooted shit. They don't want that, bro. Because I mean, he could probably score a lot of goals for them, do the right thing for the club, but just their principle is more important to them, bro. Which is
like in Italian football, Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan, dude, like players go between those three clubs all the time. Bro. It doesn't matter. There's no love lost, bro.
Nah, it's easy, bro.
Yeah, I think it's more like English football, dude. German football is fucking. That's just one farm league, right? For Bayern Munich. It's the same with France right now at PSG. Those are just farm leagues, bro. It's basically just the English teams and probably Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid. I don't see. I don't know about Turkish football. I don't know if it's taboo for Besiktas players to fucking I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of the big leagues, it's literally only English football. It's like that, and it's also only like 3 teams: United, City, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And no, you know what? Actually, obviously, like Arsenal and Tottenham as well.
Yeah, like because that's the North London. That's North London.
I think that's probably like
that's why
that's the biggest.
That's why I remember Sol Campbell went to Arsenal from Spurs.
Yes. Also William Gallas.
Big thing, yeah. William Gallas is all over the place. He's been in the whole of London.
Yeah,
bro.
Chelsea as well.
So it's like one of those things where I question myself and I say, which transfer of today, bro, would cause buildings to burn, bro? Or
Ronaldo to City.
You think so?
That almost happened,
emergency
bro.
meeting,
That almost happened, right?
But what I'm curious about is, do I think that people would make an outrage to the point where things got violent? I don't think it's like that anymore, bro.
Not really.
I just think you
it's
get
like
dragged online or whatever.
Yeah, it's a stretch to find like that player as well that's so loved by the club. Like Steven Gerrard to Man United.
No, that's
different.
I think Fergie tried for him though, bro. Fergie tried for him.
Yeah?
But he's like, I can't do that, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know, that's why I remember Rooney, because that's why some derbies, bro, are deeper than just the football. Because, like, for example, Rooney's from Liverpool, but he signed for United, and people are like, that's disgusting, kind of thing. It's based on our city and their city, for example. Have beef already, and you signing for them, like, you know. So imagine Gerrard, that would be worse, bro. You'd have bomb threats. All that kind of stuff, bro. It's crazy, dog. Like, football is a fucking crazy space, bro. Like, people go mad.
You know, there's a Colombian player, bro. They flip it. He was like a goalkeeper or something. And he like missed some penalties, some shit.
Oh, and he got murdered,
Got murdered, bro.
I remember that shit. I saw that story.
Football's
That's
crazy
sad as fuck,
sometimes,
dog.
man.
And you know how he got murdered? Because it was like a bet that was placed on him, basically.
Yes.
And these mafiosos basically, like, mafiosos, or I don't know what you call them in fucking
cartel,
sicarios.
Yeah. Sicarios.
But those guys, like, basically, dog, like, lost a bet and then killed him over a bet that he didn't even know about. I saw that story, bro. I was like, that's fucked up, dog.
Dude, the cartels, man. You ever watch Narcos Mexico, bro?
I actually started. It was actually dope, bro.
Yeah, the first one is also called Pablo Escobar, but the Mexico one is flipping insane.
Cause I started Narcos with Pablo like in the beginning, and I think I was invested. And then Narcos Mexico as well as El Chapo were fucking dope. Like in the beginning, I got hooked, but there's some series I need to revisit. I can go back to.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah, great sports segment right here, bro.
amazing sports segment as always. But what the fuck was the point of all this shit?
I don't know, dude. I just want to know if you watch Narcos Mexico, bro.
No, before that, what we talked about, dog?
Fucking Tottenham or some shit, dude. I don't know, bro. you know what? Let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this. Messi or Ronaldo?
I hate that question, dog.
No. Messi or Ronaldo, bro? Answer.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
You would say that, though, wouldn't you, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, you know what we need to do, bro? We need to get a third guest here, right?
Yeah.
And this guy needs to be like a Liverpool fan.
We need an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan. You know what I'm saying?
Arsenal fans are chatting gang before the game with United. They're all quiet now. I tried to get an Arsenal fan to come on.
Dude, there's one guy from work who supports Arsenal, bro. Like, I didn't even show up to work on Monday, bro. I promise you, bro. It's fucking hiding, bro.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, you're saying, dog, Messi,
Ronaldo. I don't know. I guess you see that's the thing. It's like this guy, if he was an Arsenal fan, would have said Messi, bro. But now we're both gonna say Ronaldo.
Messi and Ronaldo did. You know what Messi and Ronaldo did? They did what you call this thing? Messi and Ronaldo did what Manchester United did to Liverpool in terms of how they controlled football. So in terms of football, there was a lot of attention on them. Sports news was on them. The fucking digital age, bro, was developing. So they actually started the digital age and carried through as the digital age progressed. Just in terms of how football clubs, especially, have grown during this fucking technological era, bro. And they grew at that era, dog. So it was always Messi, Ronaldo. Dog, that was manufactured, dog. By them, not by everyone else. So they had the world at their feet in terms of everyone was tuning in because they're like, these guys are so lit and they're fucking going head to head every day that the world has made it a competition. They created that, no one created that, they did by themselves. So, don't you think it's a bit annoying when now it's like, who's better between Haaland and Mbappe? Because they're probably the best two players on the planet right now. But it's just like, at the end of the day, bro, like,
it's something else. I mean, like
you're just doing that because you're trying to recreate a Messi Ronaldo situation. Yeah, but it's just like
that's not gonna happen.
Bro,
I mean, you won't even see like a Messi. You won't even see a Ronaldo.
Nah,
dude, those guys were like out of
bro. You won't see like even like B category games. Like we once discussed how they compare Van Dijk to Rio, for example. But Rio has won like 5 Premier Leagues, Champions League. Been in like 3 Champions League final, and it's like, why are you comparing them?
Yeah, you see when it's all done.
When it's all said and done, and I'm not saying Van Dijk is not class, but I just feel as if had he been there back in the days,
he's definitely not class right now, bro. It's actually quite terrible.
Let's be honest, bro. Had Van Dijk been a defender in the times of Terry, Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, Fabio Cannavaro, Maldini, had he been a defender those times, he'd be good, but I don't think he'd be the best. I just think he's standing out. He's standing out because there's not that many centre backs that are like class, bro. Like, you know, when you saw Cannavaro play, you're like, yo, class. When you see Rio playing, it's class. It's something new. It's the touch. You know what I mean? Because at that time, centre backs were the guys that just smashed up everyone, whatever. There was no smooth football happening. So when you get a player like Rio that's class, you say one touch, pass into the midfield, take the ball out from the back. It's different, bro. It shakes you differently. Like, yo, this is some heavy shit. So I just feel like there aren't enough of those fucking centre backs. That's all. And people are dogging Arsenal fans for saying Saliba's dope. I don't blame it, dog, because there's not that many people, dog. Do you know what I mean? The quality in football, dog, has gone down, bro. if we're being honest. The quality has dropped, I think, personally.
No. Wait, bro. I think the quality of football has increased like significantly.
The quality of football has increased in terms of as a collective sport, in terms of the competitiveness and how teams are playing as units. But I mean individual players, the value has gone down in terms of now a mid player, bro, not mid, but a player that's just doing over bare minimum can go for a high transfer fee, dog. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know, dude, because you think about like the early United teams from the early 2000s, bro. Not even mid 2000s. How is like Darren Gibson gonna start a Manchester derby right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, will that even work, bro?
But you get players like, for example, a player that wasn't like, let's say Matt Letizia. Matt Letizia played for Southampton, didn't play for Manchester United, but he was a goal scorer, right? And Matt Letizia could probably be one of the most expensive strikers right now in this generation if he was playing now. Matt Letizia right now will cost 100 million. Southampton will put a heavy price tag on his head now because as much as we don't like it, but it's a part of life, bro. The fact that more money is involved in the sport now, dog. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that Matt Letizia was good, but there was Ruud, there was Thierry,
dude, how much you think?
there was Duncan Ferguson.
Ruud van Nistelrooy would go for right now?
Ruud van Nistelrooy right now, easy 95 million.
95, bro.
Easy.
Probably.
Dude, let's actually go through it. Let's actually go through it, dog.
Dude,
based on today's transfer market.
Dude, Thierry Henry,
pick your top 10.
Barcelona, dude. How much you think that will go for?
Wait. Before we continue, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do this, bro. Pick your top 10, right?
Yeah.
Previous players, and how much you think their transfer value would be in this market to any club, or famous transfers that you know, but in a top 10.
Okay.
No, it doesn't have to be in order, but just the 10 that you can think of.
Wayne Rooney, Everton to Man United, bro. 200, bro.
Easy.
200, dude. English. That puts 100 over your head, bro.
English, homegrown.
Dude, scoring goals for England and Everton at the time. At 18 years old, bro.
Easy 200 million.
Easy, bro. That's like, that would be ridiculous. Dude.
Easy 200 million, dog.
You know what it is? It's not these hidden gems, bro. It's those ones that are like crazy. Like Thierry Henry, Arsenal to Barcelona, bro.
175.
100. How old was he when he went to Barcelona?
I think he was already
up there, right?
I think he was already up. That's why I'm saying 175.
Yes, that's right. Even probably, right?
Maybe even okay.
If
maybe 175 too much. Let's say 150. It would still be a ridiculous transfer fee.
But it's Thierry Henry, bro.
It is. But I'm saying
yeah.
He was already like aging, and we know, bro. Like we have Ronaldo, he's aging, bro. Like it has an impact, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying 150, because I think he still had a few years left in his contract, and he's Thierry Henry, even though he's aging. But like I'd say 150.
Okay, who else was like a big transfer? Dude,
Robert Van Persie to Manchester United.
That would be like a 60 million. I mean, it was like
a hefty fee, but like only
because it was like his last year. Yeah. But it's still like 60 million. It's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Ronaldo in his prime, Man United to Real Madrid. Like, bro, I don't even think Real Madrid would be able to afford it,
transfer breaker, like 300 mil. Like it would break Neymar's transfer from Barca to PSG. 300 mil, easy, bro.
Yeah.
Easy,
I mean, like,
easy.
Remember that was prime Ronaldo, dude.
Yeah.
Prime Ronaldo, dude. That's
absolutely.
Like, that'll be crazy, yeah.
That'll be fucking lit, bro. I'm trying to think of another one that's crazy, bro. Shit. I can't even think of.
Who were the players, bro?
I can't even think of like.
You know what it is? Most clubs just bought some random guy for 10 million, and it ended up being like some.
Being incredible, dog.
Crazy dude, you know.
I'm trying to think, bro. There's one on the tip of my tongue, but I'm just trying to remember. Bro, even things like Kyle Walker from Tottenham Hotspur to City for 50 million. I mean, Walker is a baller, bro.
Yeah. And
that'll
dude,
be
for
like
a right back then, that was crazy.
yeah, that'll be like easily an extra 15 to 20 million, easily.
100 million for a right back, dude.
No. I'm saying from the fee that they paid.
Yeah.
City paid 50 million for him, which was a lot, bro. Like as a transfer fee, that's a lot. So I'm saying that'll go up by 15 to 20, so 65 or 70 million max.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Fuck. Who else, bro? Who else is there, dog?
Do you know the transfer
Like you said,
market wasn't so lit, bro?
Italy was.
The transfer market wasn't so lit back then. That's
Bro, I used to hear on radio that Manchester United side Dimitar Berbatov, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
On radio, dude. 947, dude.
Bro, do you actually prefer that? Because I won't lie, dog. Like, I used to love just like getting the news.
Yeah.
That like Berbatov is landed, dog.
No, dude, I like having the news.
But it's actually
all the
cool.
time.
It's cool, like it's cool for me
whenever
to
I
see,
want.
right? It's cool for me to see even the behind the scenes. You see everything that happened on the transfer. But there was this, bro. Like I remember, like I say Dimitar Berbatov because that's one of the ones that resonates with me, dog.
Yeah.
I remember just hearing on radio.
Oh, dude, even Dimitar Berbatov, how much do you think he would go for, bro?
Back then,
Tottenham to United.
easily 65, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Because he was about 30, right? 35.
Yeah.
30, 35. Easily 65, 70, bro. Even 85.
Worth it, bro.
Yeah.
Worth it. That was
Because
a
don't
baller,
forget,
dude.
also these days, football clubs don't. What's the word? With football clubs, like they basically put value on a player based on how much they need him as well. It's not even about how good he is.
Yes, yes.
And then they know that if you play on that need, you'll compensate them for their need as well as you'll compensate them for what it is that they want or what they're looking to do.
Yeah.
You know what I
I.e.
mean?
Anthony, bro.
I.e. Anthony. You understand?
Probably one of the best transfers of all
Yeah.
time, by the way, dude.
But Berbatov to United, I think definitely that's about a maximum of 85 million, bro.
Dude, how about this? Adebayo, Arsenal to Man City.
Because Man City are good at business and negotiation.
Yeah, just give everyone all
I'll
the
say,
money, dude.
I'll say
Great
like
strategy.
35 to 40 million.
How much did he go for? Do you know?
I don't know, maybe 20 something.
But like 35 to 40
80.
million seems fair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that.
What you saying about Nasri to Man City?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Nashville was a baller, bro.
Again, because City are good at business,
Yeah.
I reckon he goes across 45 mil.
Yeah, 45, 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 45, 50. I mean, yeah. Hey, that had a good couple of years there, and then he just fell off. Yeah.
Bro, you just bummed out, dog.
Dude, how about Alan Shearer, Blackburn Rovers from Newcastle?
Oh shit.
You know, Alan Shearer would have been fucking playing for PSG, bro. He would have
Bro,
been
by
making all
now,
of the money.
no, I think Alan Shearer would have actually gone to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Long time ago, bro.
I can't believe that guy went to Newcastle. Apparently, he was close to signing with United, eh?
Nah, he was. Fergie hunted him down.
Yeah, and then he just didn't.
Yeah. Got fucking. I forgot what player he got. But I think it was during the Andy Cole that time around
Yeah.
there somewhere. But, bro, what do you think actually, just like speaking of that, what do you think like makes an elite club? Because, like, obviously, like, I think you have your big five,
Mm.
which is Real Madrid, Barca, Manchester United, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, and then let's say AC Milan, for example.
Mm.
And then you have your other clubs.
Juventus, bro. Juventus.
AC Milan, Juventus, but AC is deeper than Juventus, bro.
Yeah?
Generally, just
Oh,
in
well, I
general.
guess so. Right?
In terms of Champions
Juventus
League
has
also.
won like 2 Champions Leagues.
AC Milan has like 7 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, cool. Let's just say AC Milan, Juventus, even Inter.
Mm.
There's like a top 8, top 10 football club, or where the clubs are just like
Talk about the Super League, bro.
super special. Basically, the Super League.
Yeah.
But where the clubs are like super special, and then you have your B-list clubs, even though they're succeeding and they're growing, they still don't have that prestige. That's your
Yeah.
Man Cities, your Chelsea, your PSG, your RB Leipzig, those type of teams. And it's like, when do you think that changes, and do you think we're gonna have new standards for what an elite super club is, bro? Like an elite.
Yes, bro. Because let me tell you something, dude. Like 15 years ago, what the hell is Manchester City, you know?
Yeah, true.
But then they changed ownership, culture. brought in the right people.
Yeah.
Changed their image and changed their logo, dude. You know, United will never change their logo. That's a global brand, dude. They're not gonna change it, right? And Man City have the freedom to do all of those things. So
because they basically have the freedom to build
anything they want.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
They just have, dude. That's Saudi Arabian oil money, bro. You can do what the hell you want,
bro.
dude.
Absolutely. Bro.
And it's the same with PSG. What the hell was PSG 15 years ago, man? Like, what is that?
Nothing,
like,
bro.
I think
Just
Lyon
like
was like the top French club, you know, not PSG.
And Marseille.
And Marseille, right? So it's like, yeah, I think there's definitely room for, you know, like the good clubs to become shit.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that can't hold on to like their IP properly, if you think about it, man. Because like United, as terrible as we are, dude, think about it. You go to any Total Sports, you're gonna see United merchandise, dude. In this whole country, bro.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna see flipping Borussia Dortmund. You know, you're
bro,
not
even
to,
like you check it on, like, I'm not being biased, but you see it like on Supersport.
Mm.
United is playing. They're usually on the main channel, bro. You know what I mean?
Because most people are tuning in to watch those games, bro, because of the brand. You know, you've created that brand, but you know, slowly as a generation, you know, sort of shifts, right? And then new generation comes in, new football fans come in. You start to see changes, like we talked about last week, right? Like when it's time to choose a club, why choose United now, bro?
True.
You want to choose what's cool, right? You choose City, dude. You're not gonna choose you know, Everton or something. You know who you might choose? Newcastle United, bro. Because there's like, you hear all this news, like, okay, Newcastle's got money. Now I can sort of be a fan of Newcastle and watch them build slowly but surely. Something cool, you know, that's part of a journey.
There are some young people that will do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, do you think the history factor now is a bit more potent as well? On the flip side of the argument, because of like how much information you can actually find out about a team.
Yes.
You can go on YouTube and like watch Man United history or whatever club, football club history, dog, and just vibe with that club because of their morals, their values. Like I watched the RB Leipzig documentary and why like Germans hate the team and stuff. And it's just like knowledgeable information, and that information is very easily accessible. So it's like, don't you think on the flip side, let's say a young fan, right, hears about Man United for the first time, sees Ronaldo there, and knows that, Ronaldo's a big name in football because as I've been growing up, I've been hearing the name, and everyone knows he's a great, different generations. And it's like, let me go and look at this guy's history. Then you fall upon clips of Ronaldo at Old Trafford at Man United. You check like YouTube videos or stories about Ronaldo and Sir Alex's relationship, whatever. And then that leads you to fall in love with the team, bro, based on like certain stories and developments in its history. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's a fine line. I do think the smaller clubs will grow, like we said. Chelsea, for example, have taken a good amount, like almost 2 decades to build what they have, and they're not even where I'm sure they want to be. Do you know what I mean? But they've built some sort of stability.
I mean, the fact that you can go from like fucking a nothing club to 2 Champions Leagues, 5 Premier Leagues in 20 years, dude.
It's mad. They're the most successful football club in England in the last 10 years.
Yeah?
So it's a bit crazy, dog.
Yo, that's actually true.
I don't know if it's like, if there's a perfect way to not do it or a perfect way to do it. But all I know is that Chelsea just want to do it, bro.
Yeah.
And if that means sacking 8 managers in 10 years, then they'll do it.
Avram Grant, dude. I mean, not Avram Grant, but Roman Abramovich.
Yeah, Abramovich is a G, bro. He ran
That's
the club
a
like a
man,
fan.
bro.
Because be honest, how many managers, bro, would you have pulled the trigger on early? Like, you know, like, for example, we support Man United. Ten Hag, even though he lost 2 games, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger. You understand?
Yeah.
Oli, though, went on a good run. I saw what he did. But there came a certain point where things started to get weird. And I was like, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Yeah,